I see this with people that are looking at changing jobs.
Mm.
I talked with a man this week, and I have been blessed with being downsized a handful of times. A couple of companies went out of business. When I was building my previous career, I chose jobs that helped me on the next step on building my career. Sometimes that meant taking a job that maybe the company had a little bit of some challenges, but it was what I needed next. And I've come to learn from a lot of observations, 60% of the people end up doing just as good in the next job. Fully 30 to 35% do far better, but they're afraid. Most people are afraid to let go of what they have in their hand to reach out and take the bundle of money or the opportunity. And then there is that small percentage that do struggle, but they were struggling before, probably should have been let go, or they weren't happy. There's a lot of other issues there, but I have seen over 2 decades of this now, the majority do 95% plus do as good or better, some significantly better, but almost all of them have the fear. And then when there's a downsizing, they don't get the option of not looking outside and looking to improve or take a chance or to take on a new business venture. They have no choice. And this is how the results seem to play out consistently. So it's when you can overcome that fear, because I'm willing to bet your dad had more than $4 in his pocket every time he offered the trade for the $2 bill.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. The pandemic, I think, did that for a lot of people. And we
Yes.
saw this not just in people who lost their jobs, but companies who didn't want to go virtual. So I worked for Verizon for quite a few years selling Zoom as technology. That companies were like, oh, that won't ever go anywhere. Never. How's that working for y'all now? Okay. But now no one wanted to embrace it. Then all of a sudden, stubborn, by the way, it's most of the people watching this series, stubborn entrepreneurs who did not think that Zoom was ever going to do anything good for their company, ever, never, ever. How's that working for y'all? Boom. It made us let go of the shore and see what was on the other side, right? I think that we're intrinsically ingrained in what has worked. We've got this belief wheel, again, on our YouTube channel, if you really want to go digging, that if we don't break the belief, get a different result, it's just going to continue that crazy momentum. And, the funny thing is, I've heard you talk about some pretty controversial things on your YouTube channel. One of them we're going to talk about here in just a second, but that's that belief wheel. This is what I believe. And until I see something different, I'm never going to get a different result. What do we expect? We have gone through that as a society, in your business, in your personal lives. We know this, but until we get ourselves in a situation, predominantly by the people we surround ourselves with, whether it be your coach, the person that you're currently in a relationship with, how you allow your children to treat you, your friends, your drinking buddies, your girlfriends that you go to book club with, whatever that looks like for you, until you change the people that you're around or all the people in those groups, it's really not going to get any better for you.